The fifth spiritual law of the universe is creation or creativity. Let us review our journey so far. 1. The universe is a wholeness, a oneness, a unity in which everything is a holographic image of the whole. The whole lives and moves and has its being in, through, and as all, while all things live and move and have their being in the whole. 2. This wholeness is infinite and unfathomable at its origin. If we begin anywhere in the material universe and begin tearing down matter in search of the tiniest particle of life, we will arrive at an infinite space that is not material in nature and that defies all perception, description, and measurement. 3. This infinite wholeness is intelligent. The universe that evolves and manifests out of this infinite whole is so intelligently organized and orchestrated with such precision that all evidence leads to the guiding hand of a creative force that is intentionally shaping the universe. 4. This infinite and intelligent whole is also perpetually expanding. Since at the origin life is infinite, it is but logical that its self-expression would also be infinite. If it were not so, if there was a limit to the self-expression of infinite potentiality, there would be a jam, a constipation, and a backflow that would bring an end to creation. Fortunately, this is not the case. Apart from the law of growth and increase that is evident in all of nature, scientific evidence has proven that the universe is in a state of perpetual expansion within an infinite space that has no edge. Now we come to the fifth spiritual law of the universe, creativity. What the fifth spiritual law of the universe teaches us is that the observable universe is a phenomenon that exists within the infinite universe, which scientists call space and which mystics call spirit. The infinite universe is spirit because, as we have seen, it is a living presence that is one, intelligent, infinitely expanding, and creative. Since the creative spirit is all there is, it creates by becoming its creation. It becomes anything it desires simply by contemplating itself as that thing. This is because being spirit, awareness or consciousness or thinking is the only activity it is capable of. And since there is nothing outside of itself to think about or act upon, spirit can only think about itself and in the process bring about that which it is thinking of itself as. Self-contemplation or self-awareness is therefore the method by which spirit creates. Creation is thus a system of duality in which everything has two natures, the spirit and the form, or the essence and the expression. Creation as a whole is the body of God. Everything in creation has an inner essence and an outer expression. The spirit of a thing and the form of the thing are not two but one. Just as we cannot separate the sun from its light or a rose from its fragrance, we cannot separate the creative spirit from its creation. Since the creative spirit is all there is, all creation exists within it as expressions of itself. Thus, on a horizontal dimension, all things are one with each other, only different in appearance. On a vertical dimension, all things are one with the source or creative spirit from which they emerge. So far, you have been basing your life on your belief in the dogmas, creeds, rituals, and stereotypes that have been programmed into you through religious, academic, and cultural conditioning. So far, you have been relying on the self-proclaimed authorities of the world to tell you what the truth is, show you how to live life, and even bargain with the gods for your soul. That is not life. In the past, people used to be illiterate and ignorant, and so the masses relied on priests, monks, and prophets to explore the mysteries of life and mediate them to the masses. In the days when there was no science, speculation and visions were the only means by which these elite perceived the mysteries of life. In order to make these intangible mysteries easy for common people to understand and make part of their daily lives, they packaged spiritual messages into myths, legends, parables, allegories, laws, creeds, and rituals. Today, things have changed. You can read all the ancient spiritual texts for yourself. You can meditate and receive revelations through dreams and visions for yourself. You can apply the scientific method to analyze anything you are taught and find out for yourself whether or not it is the kernel of truth itself, or merely the shell that was used to transmit truth in the past, which in most cases have gained momentum over time and have now become mistaken for the truth. Science admits that the process of science is limited to the observable universe, and that this observable universe makes up less than 0.01% of reality. Science admits that more than 99.9% of reality is unknown. Therefore, both science and spirituality agree on the idea that the material universe is a phenomenon occurring within an immense immaterial reality. It is this source field that we call the creative spirit, and whose attributes or qualities make up the spiritual laws of the universe. Human consciousness and science have both evolved to the degree where there is no longer a dichotomy between idealism, that is the reality of spirit, versus materialism, that is the reality of matter. One is the essence and the other is the expression, and the two make up one whole called life. We can therefore take spirituality out of the realm of speculation and cultural mythology and make it a practical science which people can deliberately apply to engineer the lives that they desire. The key message of this law of creativity is that there is nothing you will ever desire that does not already exist and that is not already one with you. It is your conditioning that creates the illusion of separateness between you and God, separateness between you and other people, and separateness between you and the things you desire. This illusion forms the basis of your false beliefs, and your false beliefs form the basis of your struggles and failures. As you continually immerse yourself in this new knowledge, your old conditioning will gradually fade away, making room for your sublime self to emerge. Your goal is to attain the state of illumination, transformation, or scientific faith in which you are so one with the creative spirit of the universe that you become a vortex through which life, love, power, wisdom, and abundance flow spontaneously and continuously. This is true success, and this is the goal of spiritual engineering. I am GodfreyEsoh, and this is spiritual engineering.